Yes, I am currently very displeased with the state of the internet. It is supposed to be much, much faster than this, especially much faster than 0 kilobits per second. Yes, not too happy about this at all. My internet service provider will indeed be receiving a call from me, for this is madness. Hopefully it stabilizes, but at the current moment it is really grinding my gears. So, anyway, while I was gone and to reset the internet, which may or may not have worked, for all intents and purposes, it seems like it's not working. Is it the weather? I don't know. That makes no sense to me, is what I'm saying. And it drives me to smoke. While the video was down, I poured 3/4 of a cup of water into the taco meat, in addition to the taco seasoning. This particular seasoning is McCormick Original Taco Seasoning. It is quite delicious. That's what it even says on the package. It says delicious flavor, simple and clean. Yes. I would say they got their advertising correct. I would not say that's false advertising at all. It appears the internet is stabilized a bit, which is good. So, we put some more dishes in the water. I don't think I will be messing too much with the dishes right now. I think right now I am going to attempt to roll this cigarette, if it will. And I think I will just allow for the taco meat to boil down a bit, as it were. Internet, come on here, buddy. I have it set to 300 kilobits per second. I was streaming it at 450 kilobits per second quite gloriously earlier. This is not making any sense to me. Whatever. So, we will simply wait for the taco meat to simmer, sizzle, boil down a bit. I like my meat a little dry. That's also what she said. And when it boils down, you know, a decent amount, we will begin adding the serranos. Now, the reason I have not added serrano peppers quite yet is you don't really want to cook the serrano peppers that much, if really any at all. They lose the heat, they lose the flavor, so you want your peppers to be as fresh as possible when you crack into your taco. I will also be adding a couple of the standard jalapeno peppers. Jalapeno is a classic. It's not got very much heat, but it tastes great. And that's the important thing here in these types of situations. While the meat is sizzling and The peppers are pretty much just sitting there. We shall go ahead and get our cheese out. Now, the cheese I'm using this particular time is unfortunately not habanero cheese like last time. This is Fiesta Blend cheese. Great value brand. So, of course, you know it has a great value. Now, you may be wondering, Biz, do you dry your dishes? To which I reply, no. Who has time for that? Life is too short. I simply allow my dishes to air dry, and that works just fine. Just fine. It works great, I would say. I'm a fan of just letting the dishes air dry. That's mainly what I'm trying to say is, I do not dry my dishes. They air dry, yes. I suppose we could go ahead and get our plate ready for the receiving of the tacos. The grand moment in which the tacos enter the plate before entering my belly. By the time my little smoke break is over, I would suppose that the taco meat should be done. And now we simply wait and watch as our internet fluctuates between being slightly decent and being horrible as balls. I suppose while we're waiting, we could stir the taco meat just a little more. Give it a nice push and a stir. Ah, listen to that sizzle. That sounds amazing. Oh boy! It is now at this point that we add a little Asian into our Hispanic cuisine. Also what she said. Kikkoman. Yes, we add Kikkoman to everything here. It is quite a delectable addition to any sort of food, in my humble opinion. We will add a generous amount. Well, maybe not generous, but we will add a little bit. We shall stir just a bit more. And this next part may be a little controversial. But as I said, I enjoy my taco meat a little on the dry side of things. So I will be turning the heat up from a 6.5 to a 7.5. That will allow for the juices and whatnots to evaporate a little bit more. And hopefully we shall have a finished product soon. And also, coffee. Am I right? I think I'm right. Yum. Yes, it's all over now but the waiting. We shall wait just a few moments longer and then we will begin cutting our pepper type ingredients, the serranos, the jalapenos. We will add a few other things to the mix. Such as of course, the staple of any bizzle meal, but especially these extremely caliente tacos. We will add a generous portion of ground cayenne pepper. Generous portion. A lot. In fact, all of it. Yes. Yes, this cayenne pepper is done. Hooray! Goal! We will add also just a pinch of some ass-kicking hot salt. This is a salt that has been blended with scorpion peppers, which are amazing, and I recommend everybody try scorpion pepper at least once. We won't add too much because honestly it doesn't taste that good, but it does add some heat. Next we shall pry open yet another container of ground cayenne pepper. Open. Open says I. Yes. Alright. Oh, wow, that singes the nostrils quite a bit, as it were. We will add a little bit more, for there was not enough in the previous container for my satisfaction. I wasn't happy with it, is what I'm trying to say. Yes, we're not using that. Is there anything else? Yes. We shall add a bit of oregano. A generous portion of oregano. For oregano tastes very nice. Very nice. It appears we are out of, what do we have here? What is this? Yes, we have a little bit of thyme. We shall add a little bit of ground thyme. Good boy! And, perhaps just a pinch of ground turmeric. Just a pinch. Don't need very much of that at all. And do we have any parsley? Where's the parsley? We used to have parsley, but now it appears we are out of parsley as well. Oh goodness. Yes. There is no parsley, so we will have to, we will simply settle for the, thyme. We will add a generous portion of crushed red pepper. Again, muy caliente. That's the motto for today. Muy caliente. Yeah, it's a lot of the red pepper. Now, if you are curious to see what the mixture currently looks like, the mixture currently looks a little something as such. Oh yeah. Oh man. It looks like some good taco meat to me. Ha ha. Okay. It is at this point, it seems that it is almost boiled down satisfactorily enough. It is at this point we shall take some of our peppers. Be sure to rinse your peppers off, or it's important. You just should. Again, we have 5 serrano peppers and 2 jalapeno peppers, which will make this taco quite delicious indeed. We shall dry the peppers off first, which, you know, it really doesn't matter. None of this matters. No, none of this matters. But we shall dry the peppers off. We shall find a knife suitable enough to cut the peppers, and we will just simply slice the peppers directly into the taco meat. It will be fantastic. My internet is still being janky. There's nothing I can do about it, obviously. Yes, we simply dice the peppers straight into the mixture. Oh, dicing and slicing. We are slicing up our jalapenos. We are putting it into the taco meat. It will make it taste real great. Yes, fantastic. There's one jalapeno down. Yes, here's 2 jalapenos down. By the way, this knife is fantastic. This is a fantastic cutting knife. It just slices right off. Now we begin cutting the serrano peppers. The serrano peppers are much smaller than the jalapenos, but they pack quite a wallop. Don't let the size fool you. Ha! That's also what she said. Yeah. It's got quite a kick. Now, I do believe this summer I will be growing some of my own jalapenos, serranos, and habanero peppers. If there's any chance of me getting my hands on some scorpion peppers, I would also like to grow some scorpion peppers. Fresh. Yum. Who knows, we may even do gardening with Viz. Wouldn't that be delectable? Wow. And I believe that is all of the ingredients for which to put in the taco meat. So, we shall now stir this particular mixture. Oh, the tacos are getting cooked quite well. We shall cut the temperature back to a 5. Mix it all up. And I do believe these will be some quite delicious tacos. So, I believe it is at this point that the taco meat is it is finished. It has been prepared. So we shall remove this from the stove eye. Always make sure to cut your stove eye off because, well, that should be obvious. Now let's take a look at our finished taco product. There it is. Oh, doesn't that just look amazing? I think it does. Yummy. So, it's all over now but the crying. And I do say crying quite literally because these tacos are going to bring a tear to my eye. Both out of sheer beauty, and it's going to be hot as shit. We will take one of our soft shells right here. Well, it smells great. We shall go ahead and put it on the plate. We will take a generous portion of our taco meat concoction. Not too generous, because you want to actually be able to, you know, fold up your taco. I think 2 scoops will do it. Yes, quite nice. Now, we shall take our Fiesta blend cheese. And we shall sprinkle a generous portion. Very generous portion. And we are simply to melt the cheese a bit. Wow, internet, you are doing horribly, internet. My internet is doing horribly. We will nuke this concoction. Doesn't that look nice? Whoa. We will nuke this concoction. Not for very long. Not for very long at all. I would say 25 seconds. Something to that effect. And then all we have left is the granddaddy of all toppings. Again, Dave's Ultimate Insanity Gourmet Hot Sauce. Now, personally, I prefer Dave's Scorpion Pepper, but I don't have any. And this doesn't taste as good, but it is much spicier. Oh boy, oh boy. Here we go. You want to use this sparingly. Even a pepperhead like me needs to use this sparingly because it is quite intense. Like camping. Whoa! That's a little too much right there. It's gonna be great. And here we have our finished product. That's a taco for the ages. An aged taco. Yeah, buddy. Now, the taste test. Of course. Oh, it is muy caliente even on the fingers. Yes, I suppose I must allow it to cool for a brief second. Hot! Yeah. Yes, I may have overcooked the meat just a little bit, but I'm still pleased with the result. This is a quite tasty concoction. I haven't yet hit the ultimate insanity. That will indeed set me aflame. But I do believe that we will bring this episode of Cooking with Biz to a close. Thank you for stopping in. Sorry my internet is being quite shitty at the moment. And we will see you next time.